Hello, and welcome to another installment of AIRAID TV. Now today we're going to be talking about the 2013 Chevy Silverado 2500 and 3500 HD. Now these are great heavy haulers, and this Duramax engine, well, can tow just about anything we care to put behind this truck. The one thing it could use some help though is in the intake department, and that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. Now this is AIRAID's MXP series cold air intake system. It includes everything you see here. We have a complete replacement air box, a new intake tube, a mass air sensor harness extension, of course the oversized filter, a hardware pack, and complete installation instructions. Pretty straightforward stuff, and all of this bolts into place. Before we can do that, we're going to need to make some room under the hood. First, disconnect the negative terminal of both batteries. Next, unclip the harness from both mass air sensors. Loosen the clamps for the factory intake tube, and then pull the tube out of the vehicle. Remove the upper half of the factory intake box, and pull up firmly on the lower half of the intake box and remove it. Remove the 4 bolts holding the stock intake box plate in place, then remove the plate. Now with the stock intake out of the way, we do need to transfer a few things from the original intake to the new one, and that includes both of the mass air sensors. Now I've already removed the hardware here. You simply transfer it over to the supplied holes and install them in the new intake tube using the supplied hardware. You also need to transfer the filter minder from the original intake to the new one. It goes right here. Position the new intake tube in the engine compartment, but make sure it's out of the way in preparation for installing the box. Then, wrestle the box into place. Secure the box to the factory holes using the factory hardware. Install the hump hose on the intake, then position the intake tube between the coupler and the intake box. Secure the intake tube to the box using the supplied hardware. Now the supplied harness extension includes GM weather pack connectors, so it's just like factory. You simply plug one end to the original harness, then you're going to want to route this pigtail underneath the intake tube before attaching it to the mass air sensor. Install the weather stripping on the top of the airbox. And lastly, install the filter. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now the last thing you're going to want to do is double check your work. Make sure that all your clamps are tight and that everything fits like it should. Everything looks like it's in pretty good shape here, so let's go for a test drive. Well, the kit definitely made a difference. Got more part throttle response, and it feels like it really has more power when you get on it. I can't wait to put something heavy behind this thing and see how this intake really performs. Well, thanks for checking out our new intake for the 2013 Duramax, and we'll see you out on the roads.